Good morning, astrolifers. So I hope you had a good ceremony of the full moon. Some people have been asking me, is it too late to clean up? No, it's not too late. To get rid of things, I should say. So what you do is you actually write a list of the things that you don't need in your life anymore, but you can go much further than that. You can actually think about humanity. Remember, after all, it is in Aquarius, which is all about the human people, the human race, the world. So why not do something onto that planetary level? So we can all do the same. And yes, you can still do it today if you didn't have time to do it last night. That full moon is very strong in that powerful aspect. So it will still be there for 3 or 4 days. So write a list. I wrote a list, for example, last night, of all the things with my children. We wrote a list of all the things that we didn't want for humanity anymore, and that can be anything like pollution or trafficking or all those kind of things, and just do it. And then after that, burn it. Be careful, there are some opposition, so make sure you don't burn the house. Make sure you put it in a pot or into your sink outside, in a safe place, obviously. Otherwise, you can also rip it apart. You can, find different ways of getting rid of it, and making sure that it is gone, that you don't have that into your life. And of course, it can also be done on a personal level, and getting rid of things that do not serve you anymore, because you definitely don't want to be bringing, especially now towards the times that we are going towards to, you don't want to be bringing things that are not good for you anymore. So think about that, and try to really work on the self. Obviously, there's a lot of aspects in Leo for the moment. Obviously, just the sun is there, so it's all about the self, what you want, what you need, who you are, what is serving you, what is important for you, and how you are going to stand up into that new world, and what you are going to create or generate, or how you're going to be helping to do that world a better place. So keep on pushing. I know some of you have been tired, it's been full on. And for the ones that are in lockdown, use that time. I will speak about it a little bit more, but just really think first for the moment of what you want to be doing, what is your place, how you want to be moving forwards. And it's very important to ask yourself those questions. So yes, there was also this question about the crystals, putting them outside or not. Well, look, honestly, don't recommend to put crystals outside when the stars are that bad in opposition, which it's not bad in the sense that we need that to be able to move forwards and get that world a better place. But when there are oppositions like that, you don't really want to suck up that energy with your crystals and then, heal with it. Or, I don't know if you're like me, I always have a piece of crystal around, and I hold them when I need to recharge, or, if I need to clean up, or things like that. But you don't really want to be having a crystal that's got a bad energy. Next month, I promise, it is really good. You'll be able to put them outside and it will be great. So people say, yeah, but I need to clean them and stuff like that. I like cleaning them when there is a full moon, absolutely, in an alkaline water. Some people even wash them, into the sea and things like that. You can wash them, but I wouldn't put them to soak up. And even the sea, for the moment, it's getting all that energy. I would just have like a water that is, neutral, some alkaline water that you have at home, which is filtered. You just clean them up, and for the moment I will leave it like that. You don't want those crystals to be outside and sucking up all that energy from that full moon and the other stars. I will explain why and what's going on into the sky, but there's a lot of opposition. You don't want that. You don't want that to put that onto you and stuff like that. It's okay for 3 or 4 days, and then you want to get rid of it, as much and as quickly as you can. As soon as the full moon starts diluting itself. But the crystals, if they've been soaking all night or a couple of nights out there, they will have soaked up all that energy, which you definitely don't need into your home. So just clean them with love and whatever you want to put into your water. Some people I know put things in them. Whatever is good for your crystals. Me, it's alkaline water. I get filtered water, and I just clean them and yeah, that's the way I do it when the stars are not good. That's the way we do it at home. So what's going on into the sky? So a lot of things are going on into the sky. We've got, as I was saying, that full moon coming up in Aquarius. But yes, there are a few oppositions, and Mercury that is opposed Saturn, which is obviously the way of wanting to express the self. So if you've got a little bit of problems in expressing yourself, it's not so much the moment to do that for the moment, just kind of more analyze what's going on and feel what feels right into you or not. So it's very, very important. Now we do have an awesome aspect, so at least that's good, which is that we've got Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto that are sextile to Neptune. So it's excellent for creativity. So anything that you want to write down, anything that you think that you should be come into that new world, ideas, and do the work onto yourself, that is absolutely excellent, because the sun and in Leo, it's all about the self. That's where it is at its maximum. Because the Leo, its planet is the sun. Its representation is the sun. So it's all about the self. So that's exactly what you want to be doing with that creativity. And so if you are an artist, if you are someone that is writing, if you are someone that is creating music, if you are in art, anything artistic, go for it. I was seeing my daughter last night. She was painting. She was doing all those kind of things, which is very, very creative, obviously, with Neptune. So any kind of things like that, it's awesome. Do that because creativity is going to be at its maximum. It can be the same if you are working on, creating a program or something like that you've already started, or writing your book, or thinking of how you want to change your life. So it's not only getting rid of the things that no longer serve you, but it's starting to have an image, an idea of how you want to fit in society and what you want to do. And yes, with the new moon, I will be taking some people to be moving with my elites. I'm not doing it now. If you think at some point that you want to change your life, that even if you don't have many followers, that you are not big on social media, you want to become very successful and big and be, not only, doing products and all those kind of things, like some of my elites are doing, who didn't have any followers and now they've got clients lining up and all those kind of things. If you want help, it will need to click at some point. So do the research first, because it's something obviously, that you need after that to want and to be able to do the transformations. I know that a lot of people are suffering, but you can still make a lot of money and be extremely successful in this economy. I can promise you that. I'm saying some elites, I'm saying some people that I work with, they're actually rising completely, okay? So it's a new way of doing things for sure, but you can completely have your place with your chart, with your purpose, with everything well aligned, that can be done. So I'm also finishing, by the way, for the people who bought the masterclass. You can still buy that masterclass where I give the 2020 and 2021 stars. I'm going to start contacting everyone who bought that masterclass from next week. I've been working a lot to give you your North Node and Jupiter as well. So that could be also a first step, where you know what's happening in the next year, when are going to be good times and bad times. I'm selling it very, very cheap compared to a solar return. I think it's half price compared to a solar return. So yes, you can have access to that. You just need to say, yes, Muriel, I want the stars of next year and I want to know where my North Node is and Jupiter. It's still available. My VAs will answer back. So those kind of things where you want to know what is my place in society, but do the research. You don't want to be starting anything new now, okay? It's not the time. And the reason why is that it's giving you the big picture. It's giving you more and more the big picture on society and the world where we're going. So if that becomes clearer and clearer, it's normal. Mercury has entered Leo, so it's all about, I'm starting to see, I'm starting to know who I am, or where I want to fit in, and who really I am as a person, because Mercury is all about business, expressing the self and contracts and all those kind of things. With Leo, it's all about the self, being able to start how you can fit in society and where you want to go and how you want to grow. And of course, it's linked also with expressing what you have to say and all that. So it's very, very important to be aware of that. So it's a period of time where you want to think, more thinking than anything else, but then it will be time to speak. And do not worry, with that aspect of Mercury that is entering Leo, it will be time. Don't do it right now, do it more with the new moon. That's definitely the time where it will be time to make some decisions to where you want to go and start creating that future. That can be absolutely amazing. As I was saying, with all the people that I'm mentoring, all of that, it's great to see them growing. Like, it's really, really great. I mean, the feedback I get all the time, and thank you for saying beautiful things all the time, and the way they are growing is absolutely amazing. So yes, so you want to be thinking about all that, but yes, it's all about seeing the bigger picture, because Mars that is square Jupiter, which is what's happening, and that's why you don't want to be making a decision right now today. You want to be thinking about all that, is because it's going to, obviously Mars is the planet of action and Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. So, but it's going to force you to see the bigger picture. So we are forced to see, and that's, you can see it on the universe period of time. You can really, really see that we're starting to be objective. Yeah, there's some people also starting to ask petitions and saying, like, is this really right, the way we are doing things, you know, with that lockdown and all those kind of things. So you've got all those kind of things that are starting to pop out, even that it is with the cabal or those children and all those kind of things. So that is being forced, in fact, with Mars, and that is square Jupiter. So it's almost like it's forcing us to see the bigger picture and trying to analyze things more on a deeper level. It's almost like you are seeing the bigger picture, because with the sun it's all about the self, it's all about the world as well, and starting to understand what's going on and where you are going to be fitting as a person. But it's also being completely aware of things that are there and popping up, and it's almost like it's impossible to hide from the truth, if that makes sense. And so it's really starting to really kind of, and you can see the layers coming out with the post coming out and stuff like that onto what's happening into the world, coming up to really kind of make us aware of what we need to see, in fact. So that is definitely going to pop out, and that I can promise you is going to keep on going, especially on the 10th we are going to have some other events. There's going to be also on Thursday some really strong aspects, on the 13th, 14th, all those kind of things. There's going to be a lot of things coming up. There will be Mars that will be square Pluto. Pluto is that planet which is linked with what is going on this year with into the sky. So definitely when that's going to be opposite, it's going to show us some more things as well and taking some action. So it's almost like we are aware of that tower of power, but also aware of what is working for us and what is not working for us, and what is good for humanity and what is not good for humanity. And it's forcing us to do that because of that full moon that is in Aquarius, the era that we are in and where we are going to go next year, with Jupiter being in Aquarius. So it's normal that it's lifting all that up, and it's normal that you are asking yourself which place in that world you are going to take, because with the sun and all those aspects in Leo, especially, you know, with Mercury, which is starting to really connect yourself with yourself, it's normal that you're asking those questions as well. So that's it. So these are the main aspects of the week. I will talk about more things coming up. I really want you guys to be ready for the Lion's Gate. So tomorrow I will talk about that. I did say that I will explain a little bit more about that because it started to open with that full moon. It actually started, and especially now that Mercury, the sun, are in Leo. So I will talk about that and how you need to do that work onto yourself as well, because that's exactly where we're going. More and more knowing for everything to be aligned between the 8 on the 8/8 of 2020, which is the famous day when it all aligns. So I will talk about that tomorrow. So that's it for today. Take care. Make sure that you are ready, that you are starting to take all the layers off and finding the truth that it is for yourself or for the world and humanity. And then let's talk tomorrow. Bye everyone. Bye.